Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever day or part of the world you're in. Thanks so much for being here. If you're watching it on live or on replay, let me know. And excuse me, I hope you get some value from it. So, hey, Sister Sue, thanks for being here. So, do we choose fear or gratitude in our everyday life? And sometimes it's not quite a balance, is it? So let's talk about choosing fear or gratitude, um, and two ways to overcome fear. I was listening to a TED Talk by Robert Grant. I don't know about you, but I really love TED Talks. And so I heard this quote which says, every moment free from fear makes us immortal. Isn't that like so powerful? Every moment free from fear makes us immortal, meaning there's nothing we cannot do, right? And it's that choice, gratitude or fear. So we probably know that abundance comes from confidence and scarcity, yep, comes from fear. So when we can break ourselves from that type of thinking, guess what happens? It changes our world and our life. Because the interesting part is life doesn't always give us what we want, but it also and always gives us what we expect. So that's really potent. If we're expecting to fail, well, then the universe will comply to our wishes, so to speak. If, on the other hand, we can see ourselves soaring and doing extraordinary things, and well, the universe will always hear that too. So it's kind of a choice. So I think it's really important that we check our thinking and we check our expectations. So instead of expecting the worst, let's not think about it in even a judgmental form. Is this good? Is this bad? Perhaps it just is. So instead, when we choose to just be in the flow, to allow what our highest good is wanting for us, we find ourselves living in an entirely different space, right? I'm sure everybody has experienced that. Hi, everybody, for being here. Thank you. Okay, so let's get to what are the two ways to truly overcome fear. The first one is gratitude, because you cannot be fearful and grateful at the same time. So, working on living in continuous gratitude, Thich Nhat Hanh says that when we're in that headspace, body space, heart space of gratitude, we totally change the world. That's something to think about. If we're talking about really wanting to change the world, it's really an easy solution. Live in gratitude, because then we're just giving out love. And the second one, which I think becomes kind of harder for us at times, is intentional choice. Everything we do can be the best or worst, but it's our choice of perception. Talk about holding power in our hands of how we want our life to be, right? So choosing to step into intentional choice of positivity gives us enormous power. And again, it leads us to do really good in the world. And we live the changes because we can feel it. We think differently. We're more joyful. We're more accepting. We're more inclusive. So if we can choose to free ourselves from fear, there's absolutely no limit to what our mind can create. I mean, how many of us have heard amazing stories about people going from rags to riches? Well, that took a mindset shift, didn't it? It took a belief and a gratitude and a persistence and an intentional choice to decide, I'm not going to live in poverty anymore, and this is my vision for what I'm going to do, and so this is where I'm going. So if anybody else can do that, we certainly can, can't we? There's a quote that Nelson Mandela said every day of his 29 years in prison. It ended with these two lines, and it says, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Can you imagine him saying that every single day as all his dignity was taken away, as he's hammering around in this rock quarry 12 hours a day, every part of him hurting, and yet he knew that his soul could not be taken away unless he made that choice to give it away. So, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And I would add, and I live in gratitude. So if you're ready to let go of fear and dive into changing lives as well as yours, I just might have an opportunity that will take you to soaring to the stars if you make that decision and then make it happen. Because I want to help all of us let go of fear and move into one of my favorite sayings, oh, yes, we can. So thanks so much for watching this. And I wanted to thank Sue and Raju and Don and Colette for being here. I'm really grateful. Looking forward to chatting again soon. And don't forget what an extraordinary miracle you are.